I am Jason Abraham, the Shadow Teacher 33. We're coming in to a new year, a new microcycle, the year 2024. And there's a convention in a new year of a New Year's resolution. And that word resolution implies resolve, that something is coming to be, something is guaranteed to be, something is finished. Yet so many people fail and fall short of their resolutions and just flat out give up. And what I've found is that what makes a resolution true all stems from our core beliefs. Our core beliefs of our worthiness, our core beliefs of our true desire for the thing, our true affinity for it. And if whatever the resolution is out of alignment with what you truly believe and how you're truly showing up in the world, then it won't come to be. So when we're working with resolutions, we first need to examine our true belief about who we are, our worthiness, and why we want the thing. Is it truly a genuine calling of our soul, or is it simply the result of cultural programming and conditioning from a pendulum, from a thought form, from an external source, from our parents, from our peers, from our society and culture? And if our beliefs of where we are now, if they're out of alignment with the thing we want, is it possible to change our beliefs? Is it possible for you to actually change your belief about you and the thing you want? That's where everything starts, is working on your own belief. And it takes some reflection. Takes some reflection and some awareness of who you are and how you're showing up in the world. Do you have any core values? Do you have principles in your life, morals, that guide the kind of person that you are? And do you live in alignment with those principles? Because how successful you are at doing that is going to dictate getting the things you want. Having your intentions show up and manifest, having your resolution come to be. So first thing is to have some awareness about your principles and your true core beliefs. And you get that through feedback too, as far as how you're showing up in alignment with those beliefs. Negative feedback and positive feedback as well. And when we get negative feedback, most people want to avoid it. They want to push it away because it's unpleasant. But I find negative feedback a true blessing in life when it comes to actualizing our human potential. When we look at negative feedback as simply information that tells us that we're moving out of alignment with the truth of who we are or who we came to be, then we can take that feedback and make adjustments in our behavior. We can make adjustments in how we're showing up in the world. And I find when I'm getting negative feedback, which is showing up as discomfort in my body, which is showing up in negative emotions, feelings of shame for over an extended period of time, or guilt, anxiety, fear, anger, when we stay in those negative emotions as opposed to feeling them and letting them go. That's part of this negative feedback loop. What I found, simply asking a question, asking, what is this here to teach me, and what do I do with this? Just asking that question is the first step of taking the information from negative feedback and moving back into alignment with, because I'm opening up. You open yourself up as a channel for information to come in and show you the way. Positive feedback. When things are flowing, when things are going well for you, when you're getting those successes and those wins, your energy is vibing high. I find 2 words are appropriate when we're having that positive feedback loop. See, a lot of times when things are going well, people just simply take it for granted. They take the positive feedback for granted and don't acknowledge it. And then eventually, a wave of negativity can come and wipe them out, knock you off course. But when we're in that positive feedback loop, simply saying thank you, expressing gratitude for being in the flow, I find amplifies that flow, amplifies that positive momentum. Because a resolution, it's all about creating positive momentum. It's about creating little wins. What most people do is they get motivated and they try to reshape their life. They base their life off of somebody who is where they want to be, but they try to do it too much, too soon, too fast, and just give this upheaval of their life when they're motivated. And motivation has value because it gets our emotions into moving towards the target. But motivation is fleeting. It's going to come and go. This year, 2024, guaranteed it's going to be full of distractions. It's going to be full of chaos. There are going to be all kinds of shakeups in our external world. All types of reminders that's going to tempt you into feeling you have no control over your life and your direction. And to a point, you don't. But for your resolve, it's all about working on what you can control, what you can actually do, what you can actually contribute to in becoming that version of yourself that's aligned with the thing you want. And instead of being focused so much on motivation, which is going to fall away, we want to focus on behaviors. We want to focus on, again, the beliefs and behaviors that are going to contribute to us believing that our resolution is inevitable, that we are at some day going to become that person who is in alignment with the thing we want. Just like when light shines through our window in the morning, you know the sun's going to be out. You need to have that certainty with the resolution. And that comes from creating the behaviors in your life, creating the right actions each and every day that are going to align with the person you need to be to achieve the thing you seek. And I mentioned the feedback loops, using the negative feedback for information when we're off course, being grateful for the positive feedback and doing more of that. That's how we get there. That's how we become the person that is in alignment with that which we seek. So, as I come to the end of this video, there are times too when you have a big resolution and you don't hit it at the end of the year. You don't hit it, but if you can honestly say, if you can reflect and you can look back at what you've done well, and if you find yourself more in alignment, moving towards that thing, that's still a huge win. And that's what it's all about. It's all about this process of becoming and realizing our true, authentic potential, what we came here to be. And this is a labor, but it's a labor of love. And where motivation is not sustainable, a labor of love truly is sustainable. And you know you're on the right path because you're going to have a feeling of peace with what you're doing. So with that being said, Happy New Year, my friends. I'll see you on the other side.